Good afternoon. It's Tuesday the 13th of April, back in the reading nook with a cup of tea. And on what is a bright, sunny but slightly chilly day, I have another parcel to open. So I will get to that. Now, this one comes courtesy of Neve, my friendly local games dealer, who keeps me supplied in these keeps me supplied with my gaming habit, and occasionally supplies me with parcels of things which she thinks I will enjoy unboxing and you will enjoy being unboxed. So this is one of them. So, okay, and what we have here is, let me just show you, is Legion. Yeah, okay. Back. There we go. So, this is quite difficult to read because there's lots of red text on black. She could see them now. A jumble of disparate silhouettes at the edge of the campfire. Through the chittering throng, a magisterial figure approached. This Broo was considerably larger than she had seen before, naked save for a loincloth of indeterminate origin. It strode into the firelight. Huge white horns with innumerable carved runes rose from its muscled skull. Pointing an evil curved blade towards Vasana, it bellowed. I am immortal White Horn, spawn of Thed, and Whack Boss Fist. We have come for you, Lightbringer, and we are Legion. Okay, so Broo are a numerous and varied adversary. Legion includes 96 pre-rolled Chaos enemies from the aspirant lay member to the deadliest rune priest. 20 rune level NPCs, full description and statistics, 10 beautiful full-colour, full-page character portraits, plus many other depictions of the despicable devotees of Chaos. 24 described initiate NPCs, 48 complete lay members for low-level characters or cannon fodder. For more advanced players, 9 new deadly diseases that will challenge even the most dedicated Sholana Arroy priestess. Broo name generator. Plus playable scenario, Imperial Way Station 42, discover an abandoned lunar way station, defend it against the Broo onslaught. So, this comes off the Johnstown Compendium, which is Chaosium's community support program for its role-playing games set in Glorantha. So that's RuneQuest role-playing in Glorantha, 13th Age Glorantha, and Quest Worlds, previously Hero Quest. And this is for use with RuneQuest. I have reviewed it. There is a review of it on my blog as part of the Johnstown Jottings strand. I have reviewed 41 titles from the Johnstown Compendium to date. Now, this is softback. It's basically a bestiary of repulsively bestial monsters. Repulsively bestial chaos monsters, in fact. Broo are... Broo are basically are the enemy, or an enemy, in the setting Glorantha. They embody chaos, and a lot of them embody disease, and they like to spread both that chaos and that disease. Unfortunately, not necessarily through what you would call humane means. I'm not going to dwell on that, but it is a feature of Broo. Now, Broo, the classic Broo is this: axe-wielding, goat-headed, and with a chaos feature like that. They can be seen later on as beastmen in other role-playing games. Now this is basically what we've got what we've got really. Here's a cult breakdown, and that's the list of all the Broo characters we've got in the supplement. So, one dedicated to Darker File, then we have Dead Tooth and Initiate of Darker File, and so on, or lots devoted to Malia, the goddess of disease, and also to Thanatar, and Thed, very commonly worshipped by Broo. And then we're really on to the characters, basically the NPCs one by one. So here we've got Black Crack, a Rune Priest, Breath of Thanatar, Mantis Broo with no horns. Basically equally feared and idolised by her followers. Black Crack is both merciless and cold-blooded. The combination of her glossy black skin and her imposing size makes her an ominous sight. Though commonly surrounded by her several adoring followers, she is generally irritated by them and only endures their presence as a crop that she can harvest once ripe. Her unblinking black eyes keep her intentions well veiled. And so what we have, essentially, full stats for Black Crack. So I'll just show you a little bit there. Then we've got the stats for each of the heads that she has collected as a worship of Thanatar, and what they grant her in terms of spirit magic and rune magic. And then basically we next over to page does the same kind of thing for Bloodhead Thun, Rune Lord of Third Broo with blood red straight horns, and we've got a great illustration of him. And what's fantastic is the great thing about the Johnstown Compendium is the degree of professionalism involved. The contributors want to see their books look good, and it takes extra effort and investment for you to get great art like that. But that's terrific. And going through, we have NPC after NPC. Basically, like this is Whitehorn. Great fearsome creatures. You do not want to meet. In any time, but they can be, mortal foes. And if you are, this is a great book to run, to use or delve into if you've got characters who want to fight chaos. So Stormbull worshippers, of course, and to an extent, Humakti worshippers, Humakti worshippers, sorry, who want to fight chaos. So that's all the rune lords. We'll get onto the initiates, and typically they're really just essentially they're getting it's just basically half a page rather than a full page. But the layout is clean, it's tidy, it's easy to read. It's everything there on the page that the referee is going to need. And we basically, next we're on to lay members, and again, their importance. Basically, they get less space, and they deserve less space because they're not getting, they are minor members, if that. So we've got, so that's the, we are. Some of them get a little bit more information, but you've got, let me see, 46, 50 Broo there. And then we have new diseases, things like fungus foot or dermal glue, essentially. The victim exudes a foul-smelling glue and will eventually be unable to remove armour, clothes, or drop weapons. And yeah, there are several diseases here, all vile, and then we get on to the last bit, which is essentially Imperial Way Station 42, which essentially could be used as essentially it's designed to be a defend the flag, one-shot combat-oriented scenario to allow GMs to test their players and take the Bruin Legion for a spin. It's normally set in the Desolation Hills. It's a remnant of the Lunar Empire's relentless push to the east, and it's an outpost of basically the Empire, designed to extend their influence and basically enforce it as well. As a base from which they can patrol and expand their influence. So you've got basically a full scenario in there, and the player characters are stuck in there where they have to go and investigate, and then find themselves stuck in there when there is a Broo attack. So yeah, last of all, you have a couple of adverts for more books. So you got a bit of information about the Johnstown Compendium and what's there, and then his other books. So that's Legion. So yeah, I mean, this echoes earlier books that go back to sort of like the early years of RuneQuest, like Foes or Fangs, both of which long-time devotees of RuneQuest will remember. But this focuses on one particular type of beast, quite vile type of beast, to be honest. And really, it's up to the GM whether they want to include this in their campaign, given the horrible nature of Broo themselves. But again, this is available on the Johnstown Compendium, both in print, PDF, just come out in print. And there's a full review of it on my blog if you want to find out more. So I want to thank Neve for lending me her copy to unbox. And no doubt I will pick up a copy of this at some point. But I get the early drop on doing an unboxing at the moment, as it is. So, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, please click the like button. If you've got any feedback or comments, I do take the time to read them. And if you want to see yet more unboxings in the Nook, basically me opening up and just chatting about this book or other books, please do subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another unboxing in the Nook. Bye for now.